What's up and welcome to Until Winter's End, our Daggerheart actual play podcast over here on First Geek 411. We had a great session last week or 2 weeks ago after I ruined the ball that Tasha wanted us to have with, bad guy attack. And we had a super tough fight that our players managed to get through. And then we are going to be picking up pretty much immediately after that as part of this session. And then we'll have some time skips as people get up to some stuff as we investigate what all has gone wrong. With me on this journey, I guess I should also say my name's Cameron. I'm the GM. I should introduce myself. There we go. It's only been forever that I've been podcasting. You think I would remember that. So... with me on the adventure, we got the 50K running Mike. How are you doing?
Hey, we're gonna see, because we're gonna see how I feel in an hour after sitting in this chair for this long. For those who don't know, I ran my first ultra marathon this weekend on Sunday, and so it was my first 50K. It was awesome. I had a fantastic time. And I'm glad I can choose to never do it again if I don't want to. So I'm in recovery mode today. Stayed home from work and just enjoyed the day. So we'll see.
If Mike can't get up after the stream, we all know why. So, and then next to him is Tasha, rocking a super cool Lord of the Rings sweater.
I am. Hi, yes, it is me. Yeah, there you go. Are we introducing characters or just saying who we are?
We can introduce characters as well.
Okay.
So, I guess I could have said that.
Does Mike want to reintroduce his character first?
I'm a big kitty with a sword. There we go.
Yep.
I'm a giant fireball who's gone into trying to improve everyone's mental health and definitely not steal from you. And she is owed a dress that got ruined last session.
Yep. And then speaking of stealing, and next to her is Mayfly. How you doing?
Hey, tis I, Mayfly. I am playing Marin Blackmeadow. They are a fairy witch blood hunter who lost everything that they ever loved on this stream. Yay. That's me.
And just remember, I might ruin the ball that your character wanted, but at least I did not ruin and murder everyone that your character cares about.
Right. Yeah, there's a track record with my characters and losing their partners. We're not going to talk about that, though. It's fine.
Everything's fine. Speaking of being fine, we got Rob. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing better tonight than I was this morning. I did not run a 50K. I just got knocked all the way out by a migraine this morning and also took the day off of work. So if I seem a little bit out of it tonight, please bear with me. It's still a little fuzzy after the day, but we're here and I'm excited to be here. And along with being here, I'm just a little guy. Beeman Fitzwilliam Peabody III is a Slyborn Ribbit rogue who was also on the path to something greater that definitely was not thievery and certainly is not involved deeply in all of the shenanigans his friends get up to.
And then last but not least, from West Coast, Best Coast, is Emma. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. It's a good week. Things are going well. And I'm playing Crinkles, who is an easily influenced mushroom enthusiast to Ruid. She's an underborn fae. She looks kind of like a lunar moth. And she just really likes her mushrooms and spreading the good news about how we should all enjoy our mushrooms.
Nice. So last time, and kind of picking up here, we left our characters at the end of the ball after defeating Dibio, a giant who split into these 3 different demonic forms and tried to attack the people that were running the ball. Y'all successfully stopped him and his plan, but once the fight ended, a giant explosion ripped a hole through the manor of the Markholts, which are B-Man's patrons. It was also identified that that someone had broken into some sort of storeroom that they had, although the Markholts had not had time to determine what all was taken, although they presume something was. And then, so as this is a scene that I wanted to have last time and I completely forgot, so we're going to have it now as I add the fear tracker to the screen.
Oh my god.
And then we're going to burn a fear for a seldom used GM move, which is call attention to something happening off screen. And I forget the actual phrasing that they use, but it's like something bad happens off screen. And so in the destruction, in the rubble, we see our Earthkin Orog, who was the delegate from Imris's home in Moonfrost. As we see the party leaving, and as we see the people beginning to disperse, whether to go seek medical attention or whether to just head home and emotionally recover from all of this, we see Orog clock Imris. And then later that night, we see Orog as he limps, stumbles into the inn that he is staying at, where he begins to write a letter. And for the sake of all of that we're going to see as part of this, we see that the letter is addressed to Dear Damris of Moonholt. And as I move this tracker that I've been taking care of in the background, as I move that down some. And so
Your turn, Emrys.
even though Imris was invisible for a portion of the fight, he was not invisible.
Well,
for all of
hell.
it. You try.
No.
But with that, at the end of that last session, I gave y'all the news that y'all are going to be leveling up to level 7 this time as we continue our system sprint. We are skipping some of the levels just so we can experience the breadth of the system instead of the depth of the system. And so gave y'all some nice double level ups as part of that. And so during this time, we're going to be checking in on your characters, as they probably have like 6-ish months that they are trying to figure out what is going on with what was missing. We'll probably peek in during that time frame with your various characters. But as part of this, I do want to know, like, what has your character been doing? How are they, or are they on their own, trying to investigate what went on? What all are the vibes as y'all try to dig into what has occurred? So, pass it over to anyone who would like to take the spotlight first.
All right. So Andar, obviously just continuing his military training, and super focused on that. So he's gained a couple of skills. His agility has grown a little bit. So just kind of give you guys some idea. So as part of my level up, I picked two new cards, which I'm really like scared and excited to use it. So one is called Cruel Precision, It's when I make a successful attack with a weapon, I can gain a bonus to damage roll equal to either my finesse or agility. So I can add some bonuses to that. I also have rapid riposte, which is an attack is made against me with when an attack made against me in melee range fails, I can mark a stress and fight back and do a
nice.
weapon attack back. And so I deal the weapon damage basically of whatever my active weapon is to the attacker. So there's almost like not even a roll that is a defense. It's literally just an attack roll or a damage roll. If I choose to mark the stress for that. So I'm very excited about that. I also switched up his armor, which I'm slightly terrified of because I don't know what this is going to do. I took it. I'm not going to say what I did because I don't want the DM to know.
Not me already metagaming. Hit Andar for stress damage. So.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, but it really, really, dramatically increased my my damage ranges, but there is a cost. So we're gonna see. I kind of felt like changing things up a little bit and pushing the envelope here. So that's all the stuff that like has been going on with Andar's military training. So he's gaining some skills. He's growing. He's feeling much more confident in his abilities. So now he's starting to push the envelope a little bit to see what he can really do. In terms of investigating, I'm going to imagine that at some point, like because he's military and because he was at the shindig, that he's going to be like heavily questioned or at least brought into kind of like some type of investigation. So I'm going to imagine that he's going to have, if not a direct hand, but kind of maybe an indirect hand in what's going on at what happened at the ball. So I think he is whatever he's learning, he's passing it off to the group. And so he's basically kicking things to them. Anything he's learning from them, he's probably deciding whether or not to share it in some way, as a way to kind of maybe help the investigation. So, you know, I think he's got his paws in what's going on, and so he's just trying to help the group out, figure out what happened.
He's got the paws. He's made the biscuits.
Yep.
And now we're trying to get to the bottom of it.
Exactly.
So last session, towards the end, we also got a little bit of the introduction of a fellow soldier that was invited to the party as Velis Sorota, as a squad mate of yours. I guess I would imagine there of like we would see Andar and Velis being like brought in for questioning as part of this to like give statements of like what occurred.
Mm-hmm. And just to kind of build on that, so for a little bit of backstory, so Velis has kind of become Andar's bestie. Like they are in the military, like they pretty much do all their training together. They're in the same bunkhouse. Like they've somehow just built this camaraderie that is starting to grow deeper. And so I would say that Andar's also, in a way, like bouncing ideas off of Velis. So they're brought in, they're questioned. And so as the investigation keeps rolling on, like he's bouncing ideas and they're kind of like trying to figure things out as well.
If we were presenting this as a TV show, we would have had like Velis in the background for like a bunch of scenes as like Andar is doing his military stuff. And then like this would have been the like, oh, who's that person who's clearly not just wearing NPC clothing in the background? So could be anyone. And so, Velis is a Dracona for anyone playing along at home. So definitely not Dragonborn. And so, okay, so we've heard what Andar is up to, kind of following like official channels, official investigations, passing some information on to the group with all of that. Who would like the spotlight next?
Me. Crinkles goes on a bit of a self-discovery kick. Not, I don't like the phrase self-discovery. She gets really into like meditation and like improving herself to make herself a quote unquote better person, but a better person in her own definition of what a better person is.
Mm-hmm.
So she just kind of like really takes on meditation, figures out how to commune with the mushrooms a little bit. Isn't quite able to communicate with them, but like she's there vibing with them and having a good time with it. It's the thought that counts, and you know what they say, if you talk to your plants, they're gonna grow better. That's what she's going for. She's having a good time communing with the mushrooms. Which really just means she improves her own skills by doing a lot of yoga and meditation and stuff. And in the process, she gets herself a nice, extra fancy short staff. I.e., it's just an advanced short staff. There was just a lot of stat boosts. A lot of stat boosts this level up around. But she did also kind of figure out how to move some things around with her brainwaves a little bit. Ooh, so she might be doing some hurling of objects, depending on what situations Cameron puts us in.
I like it.
Without even really doing anything. So she did some self-improvement. The self-improvement is a little questionable, but it was self-improvement.
Yeah. It's like the thing of like reading any amount counts as reading.
Yep.
Like self-improvement, any amount of self-improvement counts.
Is self-improvement. You are improving yourself. Questionably, but you are improving yourself. And that is what Crinkles is doing.
Yep. So, I love this vibe that you've built with Crinkles, that Crinkles just has all the random hobbies. And that the latest one is just like yoga, self-help books. Like,
she's literally just like, oh, what am I in the mood for now? Super ADHD. Like, I'm going to go over here and do this thing now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't we all have too many hobbies? Like,
yeah.
Anybody else? Spotlight over what has your character been up to? How are they helping the investigation, or are they investigating on their own? Things like that. The B-Man.
Yeah. So twofold. The first and foremost thing is, once again, as much as B-Man wants to believe that he's been very helpful in the combat situations, from my perspective, it really seems like Andar is really the one constantly putting himself in between us and the danger. And because I've been hanging out with Andar more and looking up to him, and that I've been putting in work on increasing my own agility, my movement, and trying to make sure that even though I can't be a large, imposing presence in combat, I can do my best to be a quick and omnipresent threat during any combat. To Emma's point, a lot of stat boosts in this level up, and that was kind of my thinking with it. Was really kind of like, I look at Andar and I see, man, he's constantly putting himself in between us and them. And I'm not going to do that in size, but I can do it in danger. And so that was a major focus. But on the other side of things, we had that whole huge leap in the investigation when we went to the Vel warehouse, and we all kind of had to try to figure out how to do some investigating without beating information out of people at the same time. And so I've really been trying to focus on other ways that maybe I can help the group in that situation. And so along with that, I have now learned the mass disguise spell, which for the education of the group, When I have a few minutes of silence to focus, I can mark a stress to change the appearance of all willing creatures within close range. The new forms must share general body structure and size and can be somebody or something we've seen before, or we can completely make them up from scratch. And while we are disguised, we have advantage on presence rolls to avoid scrutiny. And then on the GM side of things, there is a countdown that ticks down as consequences you choose take place.
Okay.
Before the disguise is dropped. But I learned at the party that some of my spy abilities work in very niche situations, like being able to listen into people as they have a group conversation without physically being present. That does not necessarily always correlate to grand forward movement in investigations when I'm the only one that can hear things and I've got to do it in an extremely discreet way. So along with that, much like Andar is keeping tabs on the investigation from the military side, as somebody close to the Markholt family, who are the ones that were robbed, I would be doing the same thing, kind of trying to keep an eye on how the investigation is proceeding from our side, because as we all know, rich families never let the government do all of the investigating when something gets stolen from them. And so anytime I've been able to garner any information from my side, we bring that back to the group as well.
And I think with this, like, as you're working with the Markholts on that side of the investigation, and this would be something that everyone would be invited to, but probably, and we'll come back to Imris and Marin after this, so not forgetting y'all, but putting in this part of the story here. You'll all receive summons, perhaps from B-Man himself, perhaps from just someone for the Markholts, over to the manor, because they have finally completed their catalog and they have determined what has been stolen. And so they call you over. There's, of course, hors d'oeuvres. They have a whole bunch of like mushroom snackies for Crinkles and all of that kind of stuff. And so, and as y'all find yourselves sitting in, like, what would you would kind of imagine as like, yes, additional and varied quiches. Yes, exactly. You find yourselves with your finger foods and some drinks in what is kind of like a fancy library / meeting room within the Markholt Manor. And so if you're thinking about the layout that we saw last time, y'all were like on the ground floor, and that's where like the main like dance floor, that's where the table was. And then at one point Marin had gone like up some of the steps and y'all were hanging out on like a landing up there. If you follow that around, you find a big hole in the house, and then keep going. And then there's kind of this like meeting, like interior meeting room / library that they have. And so as y'all come in, Aurora is there, and she kind of greets each of you, welcome in, and shows y'all into the room. And then, assuming y'all come in, you grab seats. She hands y'all each what we could describe as like a dossier on what has been taken.
I wink at her as she hands me mine.
She winks back. So, and as you open, they have the magic equivalent of a slide projector. That it's like, so instead of being like a light switch, it's magical light, stuff like that, as it is like projecting up onto the wall, matching the descriptions in the dossier. And it describes 3 objects that have been taken. And so Aurora tells you, in the first, we see this ritual dagger. This came to the family hundreds of years ago. While It has not been used in the time that we have had it. It is said that it can sever the ties, or a tie of fate connected to an object. And then an aide slides off the slide and puts on the next one, and then it shows a fancy magical looking scale, like judge's scale. And Aurora says, this one, it seems to be, or it is said to be a scale that can change the judgment of someone's past wrongs. And then the aide again slides off the dossier, and they put on what looks like a fancy rock. And so it's etched, it's inscribed, there's details on it. This one is a magical stone that has been with the family longer than anyone can remember. And while I do say magic, it is possible to sense magic in it, but as far as anyone is aware, it has been inert for over 1,000 years.
Hey, you guys sensing a theme? Or no? Is that just me? Beeman, did you know about these?
I was not aware of these items in particular. Generally speaking, I don't get to spend a lot of time in the storeroom here. But I do very much see a trend in these items as well. Fate, judgment, the whole nine yards. Okay.
Determining your worth as an individual.
Mm-hmm. The judgment scale is interesting. That's all I'll say for now.
In my head, as soon as you said that, I was like, Beeman would be looking at Marin as that one comes up. Seems applicable. Of interest to the group.
She's gonna just start braiding one of her jellyfish tails and just not look at anyone directly in the eye.
I did have a note that I wish I had more detail, but it said scales in one hand, dagger in another, but nothing about a rock. Don't know where that came from.
Who had scales in one hand and a dagger?
I don't know.
So, if only there was a video that you could go back to remember what happened.
If only, that's crazy.
Only on
Is it the
on
Herald?
the First Geek 411 YouTube channel. And so that was part of the vision
tapes
that your patron showed you in last session.
Thank you.
I
forgot to do separate sticky notes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You saw a multi-armed figure, multi being more than two, just also for the record. I guess that just to visual clarity. You saw a multi-armed figure, and they were carrying two of those in their arms.
Adjusted my notes. Thank you.
So we don't know what the rock is at all. So other than it's just a rock at the moment.
Yeah.
Fancy.
A fancy rock.
It is a fancy rock that has not done
Etched and
anything for a
inscribed.
really long time.
Well, supposedly not done anything.
Yeah, yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
as
Like,
far
if it's
as
been
we're
inert for
aware.
1,000 years, what did this rock do prior to 1,000 years?
Maybe it's a passive effect,
Yeah, that
gives
was
you
more
a-
my thought. Is what Crinkles was thinking. Is like if maybe
Yeah,
it's
like a +1 to something or whatever.
passively protecting the family, and now it's gone,
Yeah.
and there's no protection.
Yeah.
They
Rock
have
of
been
prevent
judged
explosions.
worthy by the other two items. Actually, all three items are in cahoots. So the other two judged them worthy, and the third one's protected.
Those who have been deemed worthy.
Out of curiosity,
Anyone
are
who's
we-
worthy
are-
can
are
lift
we
up the
meant
rock.
to? It's like this secretly Thor's hammer. Are we meant to infer that it's been inert for 1,000 years is like that is the farthest back record we have of the object, or it did something and has done nothing since?
Yeah, you would infer it as like, and Aurora could like clarify this too, but you would infer it as like it is clearly magic, but it's never done anything. Like over like 1,000 years, no one has been able to figure out like what it does, other than that it has some kind of magic. And then Mark Holtz, being elves, have like found this at one point in time and like kind of passed it generation to generation, being like, we don't know what it does, but we have this cool rock. So,
You know what? Same, honestly. That's fine. I agree with that.
yeah. And we'll say for like size clarification for like the rock, it's probably like 2 to 3 feet like big. So like this is not like a fit in the palm of your hand. This is like a pretty serious.
We're not
size
throwing
thing.
this at someone.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not easily.
I had thoughts.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just as like a clarification there for size. There's a little diagram with like scale for the rock on the slide projector. So, any other questions about the 3 objects for myself or for Aurora, or questions for the party?
Did they take fingerprints? Were there fingerprints left? Do we have the technology to look for fingerprints?
Depends on if it's tech or magic at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Or
Yeah.
like shoe scuff marks or something. Was there any other evidence besides these items were stolen?
Aurora flips to the next page of the dossier, and it says suspect number 1, Ooblith, and it's a picture of the turtle person. Because they
Where did that turtle go?
Where'd that turtle go? Because we'll build off of that. They did find like the equivalent of like footprints that clearly are they, what are they called? Galapas. There we go. And so they found some clear Galapa footprints heading away through like the hole created by the explosion.
Do we have any further history, basically chain of custody for the dagger or the scale? Like, we know the rock has just been in the family for eons, but where did the dagger and the scale come from?
For Aurora fills y'all in, the dagger has been in the family for quite a while, not as long as the stone has been, but the dagger is something that her grandfather found in a tomb, as like a adventurers find things, and so was it found, was a monster slain, who knows.
So you stole from a ghost. Marin does say this out loud.
Aurora just kind of looks over and is like, we don't have evidence of stealing. The Markholts are an upstanding family.
You also don't have evidence to the contrary, and this is an old relic that didn't originally belong to you and was originally in a tomb. I feel like that's theft from the dead, and I know theft.
I know theft.
Well.
No, it's a smaller version of the British Museum, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that part of the inspiration for this part?
So are these 3 things, are they, and again, this kind of goes back to Beeman's question about like history. Were these things that were found together? or are these things that are like separated out, like three individual pieces that have been somehow brought together?
Yeah. And Aurora says, so the stone has been in the family for longer than anyone can remember. The dagger was found in this tomb, and then lastly, the scales are a more recent acquisition by my father about 100 years ago, and it is something that he had been researching and had been lost in a great battle. And so he, through hiring an expedition, was able to go and locate this in the rubble of a battlefield.
Steal from the ghosts.
But these are things that have all been found separately. Not, as far as we're aware, they're not even specifically connected. And while the knife or the dagger and the scales do have specific rumored magical powers, those have not been tested or used. They're just these sort of items or objects that there have been folk tales of.
Can I compare the two for related runes, etc.? Things that would make them look like they're from the same or similar, in my case, target, I guess.
So, like, you're looking for, like, is the history of these items somehow connected and, like...
Right, like, do they have... Like, if I were to... In Marin's case, if they were to break into a house and look at somebody's items, treasured things, things that they would recognize are, okay, well, this person likes this particular thing because it looks similar to this. Like, things that make them look related, basically. Runes or filigree or something of that nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as you would look around, they are, like, etched. They do bear, like, what y'all would recognize as, like, magic symbols or, like, runes on them. The runes don't necessarily seem to be from, like, the same cultures necessarily, between the dagger and the scales. And then, at least from the way that Aurora will describe the stone to you, there's no runic markers on that one, just fancy filigree.
And we have
she will get you
idea.
a list of the runes if that's something that you're looking for.
That would be helpful, yeah, I think. And we have no idea who could have been after these things, Aurora.
Other than the Galapa footprints, we don't specifically have any leads.
That seems too obvious.
If
you're a good thief, you don't leave footprints. I think our first lead is to find the turtle man. We had to ask him some questions. It's too obvious to me.
It does feel a little bit like a setup. Honestly.
She says this as she's analyzing every single little thing that she thinks they did wrong when doing this heist. Like, she goes
it's
through...
also the only lead we have.
Right. She goes through and she goes, no, like, this footprint here and this thing here. Like, she's just, like, saying these things out loud as she's, like, looking around.
Which group
it really is the only lead we have. So we don't really have anywhere else to start with.
Which group was it that had the pins that had the flame on them?
So that was Ublith.
Okay.
And Ublith is the only one specifically that you saw with that.
Only one specifically that had that. Okay, that's what I thought.
So, yeah, there may have been other people, but Ublith is
that was the only one we saw. Okay.
Compared to the obsidian pillar that you saw on Dibio, but also on a handful of other people. if there's no more questions for... Oh, go ahead.
Well, this was more a question for the party, technically. We found a note on Dibio at the end of the battle, and that is apparently one of the few things I did not jot down the specifics of.
Ooh, I think I did. Please hold. The torn letter on Dibio?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, it was signed by Ubleth. My dear Dibio, devotion to the Herald, bring back the molten one.
Okay.
There are a couple of ellipses in there, so there may be some missing information, but
mostly I just wanted to make sure I was remembering accurately that it was Ubleth that signed it.
Yeah. From Ubleth to Dibio, I think the only pertinent thing that was in one of those ellipses is that Ubleth was specifically apologizing to Dibio for the role that Dibio has to play in this. So,
does that make it sound like to anybody else that Ubleth is the one pulling Dibio's strings a little bit here?
That's what it sounded like. Yeah.
Actually,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So in a way, Ubleth is the one who kind of set up Dibio for the attack during the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take this at face value, then that means that was a distraction for Ubleth to come in here to the storeroom, grab these 3 items, and get away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Deception. Disgrace.
Disgrace. I was like, oh my god.
Well, we like to see the
Deception. Disgrace. I know my Disney references.
I'm glad that we shared a brain cell just now.
I was adjacent. For me, it's become a Marvel Rivals reference because they used that quote in a crap load of theme videos with Jeff, but in different costumes from the game.
Yep.
And so they're always
that one specifically is a Lion King 2 reference. So.
Yep.
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 1.5 was better.
Yeah,
That's
I'm with you on that one.
I
Yeah.
rest my case. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. This is not the first time dig a tunnel has been brought up in the past month of my life. So, and so
Wildly underrated song.
Yeah, as y'all depart the Markholt Manor, or for most of you, who knows, maybe B-Man stays, vibes. But as the rest of y'all leave, we'll pick up as some more time passes for either Imris or Marin, whichever one of you want to take the spotlight and talk about what you got as your level ups.
I'll go. So Marin has, for the most part, been focusing on, how do I put this? Using blood as a weapon. Managing her own blood for use as a weapon. I took and swapped a couple of things because I had the ability to do so with the multi-class. Upgraded, what did I upgrade, Cameron? I don't remember. I think my armor. Yeah, I upgraded my armor. I have a cool cloak now, so I also get to be mysterious and control your blood.
Nothing like a good emo cloak.
Well, I did also take Vampiric Strike, so now I'm real emo. So I get to, assuming it's successful, heal myself, or clear a hit point and or stress from an enemy. We're just gonna say that I fight them. It doesn't say that, but I would like to think that I fight them. I also took something I want to save as a surprise for when I do it, and something else I want to save as a surprise for when I do it.
Yay!
Lots of Blood Hunter things.
Yeah, just
because the class wasn't available
when we started this campaign, and then it became available. Had it been available in the beginning, I probably would have just done that.
That's
Love
what
a blood
that's
hunter.
what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do like for both Marin and Andar, we kind of have these like training montages of like very different vibes for said training montages, like very different visual aesthetics for what is going on here.
I like to think Marin is just like doing what she did in battle, and like she's got all of these like, I don't want to think of them as self-harm scars, right? Because that gives like a negative and depressing connotation, and like I don't want to do that. If anybody needs help, please get it. But she has to learn how to, with being a blood hunter and not having like live targets, she'll probably use like rats or other things, or sometimes herself, to kind of learn how to manipulate and control it in a way that would be beneficial during a fight.
And then not going to Avatar on this. I'm sure there's almost like a level of like water bending here.
Oh yeah, like, I mean it is Katara bloodbending 100%. Like if she can find like a sewer rat or something and just like make it move, she absolutely is. She's totally Katara bloodbending this. Yeah, 100%.
And then Emrys.
Oh, my turn.
Part of the
yes. What did I do? So I did. Okay, so Emrys is. I think what Emrys is doing is trying to commune more with her patron, because she's wanting to, I guess, to be more in touch with these spells, and then that's going to help her gain more and more and more power. I did pick up a new ability that I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's from the Dread domain.
There's so much mystery going on.
Well, because half of it has to deal with you, so I'm not gonna ruin that. And then one that I haven't swapped yet, but it's sitting in my little vault, is called Darkfire. It's basically acting like I could do engulf enemies in Darkfire. So I don't know if I'm going to swap that later or not, but it's sitting in my inventory. She's learning how to manage stress better, so I did take an extra point in that, because a lot of this new stuff has to deal with marking stress. Let's see, her spells or her proficiency is going to pack more of a punch, so I did add an extra point into that. She has a new fancy saber. Yeah. It's retractable, so it can be hidden in the hilt to avoid detection, and then basically just go, even though she hasn't done a lot of stabby stab, it was a pretty blade that she stole, probably. And
found
then
in a tomb.
Found in a tomb. I did leave something in exchange, because she knows better.
I left a note.
And then I left a note. Thank you. With the gold, or I guess part of the party funds, I'm assuming, she's tired of having therapy sessions from her apartment, her and Marin's apartment. So she is renting out a location, probably like in a downtowny area of this town, and it's called the No Worry Zone. So don't you worry. So we'll solve your problems.
Is your stuff missing? Don't worry.
Yes. And actually she has business cards, and she gives them to the B-Man to pass along to his patrons, to be like, hey, pass them out. Like, this was a very traumatic event. Your wall just got taken out. So, but also to any of the other guests, like they probably have some trauma from the explosion. So please come and let me help give you therapy. don't know what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And now
Therapize.
she has a fancy therapize. Thank you. She has a fancy degree from the University of. I did not get the name for that, but it looks legit enough that no one has questioned her. So that's what she's been trying to do is
Yep.
rope in the guests from the gala, and she'd be like, yeah, no, I understand. My dress got torn. She's really hung up
That's
on
so
this. So
She's really heartbroken about this dress.
she's very, very heartbroken. She worked hard on getting that dress. So that's how she's relating to the clients coming in. And she's just been keeping busy, but also keeping her ears peeled for any information coming from the guests that could help them with their little the party's investigation. So yeah.
As part of this, I assume, Marin, you are also here, like, stealing stuff on occasion.
Yeah, my job is not to listen. My job is to take shit. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do.
You're in
Give
charge of the
me
funds.
a D4 roll
No.
for Marin.
Me? Oh,
Do I get to use anything like thief or quick hands? Okay,
No, not
just
for
a
this.
D4.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know that I like that, but that's fine. Natural one.
Okay. Then give me a D20.
Ew, I hate that even more. I don't know why I hate that more, but I do.
like it.
14.
You are specifically feeling the natural one you have failed.
Right. Right.
And now your failure is about to get worse.
Right.
Ugh.
I want to
Fine.
hear how you accomplished this. But during one of these sessions, you managed to steal an advanced great staff off of the client.
Hell yeah, I do.
So, for the record, there's 4 pages of tier 3 gear. And then
Hell yeah, I do.
that's why we were rolling. And
Crinkles, you're getting a present that you don't even know about. Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
have.
where it's
I
from.
don't know how I did that. Well, I mean, con artist probably comes into play.
Well, the patron was crying, and after a while, I guess I can't really. I don't know how hugging works when you're on fire, but I'm sure I can control that. But I'm like, oh, there. There's your opening.
Yeah, but that's such a big item.
maybe
Well, then I'd
there's
be like,
like
how would I
a check weapons
make
at the
it
door.
Hide. You
Check
know
weapons,
what?
but also gaslighting.
Yeah,
Also gas-
yeah.
No,
There
you didn't bring
definitely,
it.
I think, should be, Emrys, a check weapons at the door because this is a safe space, right? We don't want anybody in the lobby to feel or the waiting room to feel intimidated. We don't
No
want,
worries.
unfortunately, I don't know what happened to what did you say you lost again? I'm sorry. We've been open since 4 a.m. And it's
I
gone.
did not
I
agree
have
to
it.
that time frame, but okay.
I have it. No, you gotta go along with it. It's the ruse that we've been
There,
open
there.
for a long time. There you go.
There,
Yeah,
there. I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
tired.
Yeah,
So tired.
yeah.
There's so many clients.
Is it more beneficial for Crinkles or is it more beneficial for? Yeah, probably Crinkles, right? It's a staff.
I mean,
I'm gonna
Depends
hand
on
it to
what she
Crinkles.
uses.
If Emrys agrees, I'm gonna hand it to Crinkles and say, "Here, I got you a present. You check it out, and if anybody else would be better suited for it, that's your job now." And I will hand it to her.
Oh, it's so cool! I love it! Marin, you're the best!
Of course,
You're
Emrys
Such a thoughtful
cool.
friend.
I'm not gonna question where you got this at all.
No, please don't.
Yeah,
Please
where did you get this
don't.
super
I wasn't
fancy?
going to.
I love this gig.
Cameron, it's a great staff. What did you
Yes,
say it
and
was?
It's an advanced great staff.
I don't know. I heard
This
staff.
is Crinkle's most favorite possession now. Like
beautiful, love it.
Of everything she owns, it is her favorite possession.
Beautiful.
And we'll say this came from one of the clients from the Markholts. And so this is like a very fancy staff that is probably worth a significant amount of money. So
now we just gotta hope we don't run into whoever used to own it.
Well, I can go into painting. No, I think that's more of a Crinkles thing. Like Crinkles needs to take up painting next and then adjust the staff accordingly that it doesn't look the same.
When I give it to Crinkles, I'm gonna be like, I bought it secondhand, but you should totally make it your own. Like,
what? That's a fabulous idea. I was
some mushrooms,
the other day, and I think they would really like to help me decorate this.
That's great.
That's a fabulous idea, Marin.
You could put a little like terrarium.
And I'll add a little some foliage coming up from the bottom. I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. She's gonna. I like it. See, this is what I'm gonna spend my night doing. I'm gonna spend my night sprucing up the staff and making it my own.
Covered with my sabers, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We love it.
Crinkles has an arts and crafts night.
Aw, I love that.
It's got some nice stickers. Because
Crinkles
is definitely a sticker fairy.
Absolutely. Gets out the acrylic paint, put some swirls, some stars on it. Like, this looks like a staff that has come out of a kindergarten art teacher's classroom by the end of it.
We love it.
Aw, can we just steal weapons for our friends and then make that the thing? Like, that would make me so happy.
Oh yeah, we can totally make that the thing. Yeah, the
if
thing
I would
now
have thought
is
about this earlier, this would have been how I was having y'all get your equipment. But I literally just thought of this.
Fun.
Of this is
retcon it.
Imris and Marin are just supplying the
we literally
team's
just
gear.
retconned live how Crinkles disguises the staff so that the real owner doesn't figure out what. That's fine.
Sometimes you just gotta yes and it, and it becomes great, and that's how you go with this game.
Oh, we all have a crafts night.
Crinkles would have an arts and crafts night to decorate her new staff that her friend stole for her. That she's just ignoring that part of the story.
Everything's fine.
We're about to just turn into a full-on MMO party where we're all wearing wildly mismatched outfits because the good gear was how we got it.
Well, to be fair, I have my blade and buckler and a cloak, so it doesn't matter what my normal outfit is. I got a cloak. I'm covered. I'm good.
You are 10 times cooler with that cloak on.
I'm just gonna Jedi robe over whatever armor I get anyway, so I'm with you. Yeah. Same mentality.
It's there's one pink pauldron. Everything else is the same thing, and then there's one thing that's a mismatch.
Yeah.
Makes you.
And so as y'all take this time, as y'all look around, as y'all investigate and dig into it, y'all kind of, from the way y'all were describing it, have a couple main approaches. So you have Andar's side of the house where you are military, you're kind of following channels, trying to figure out what's going on. You have B-Man kind of working hand in hand with the Markholts as part of their investigation and their side of things. And then you kind of have the rest of the party doing keeping ears out and looking into things as you encounter people. I would imagine this is part of Imris's questions is oh, did you see this person while we were there? And so maybe trying to gather information.
Yes.
And I guess as 1 second. We're back. And so, as part of that, y'all get into and y'all begin to hear rumors. And maybe, Marin, as you are training in your blood hunting some nights with the controlling rats, y'all begin to hear rumors of people going missing around some of the sewers in a specific part of town. And so maybe from like Andar's perspective, these are like literal missing persons, like bulletins that are being posted. Maybe for the rest of you, this are things of just like rumors of this like part of town becoming unsafe and becoming a place that people don't necessarily recommend going to at night. Again, as people like begin to go missing. And we'll say for like the sake of geography, like if you were thinking like of the city like regionally, if there's like the fancy area that the Markholts live in and where the manor is, this would be like that next area over from them. So like not like their specific community, but the one that's maybe lives in the shadow of theirs. Or when I say community, I even mean just like part of the city, like their suburb. Maybe that's a better way to describe it.
I like to think that Marin comes back really late one morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, and wakes Emrys up and goes, "Have you heard about the missing people? I keep finding rats in these like weird areas, and they're all clumped together. I mean, they're fun to play with, but as I left the sewers tonight, I felt I've heard some people yabbering about missing persons and the sewers, and I'm like, well, I'm always in the sewers, and I haven't seen any people."
Thought you were talking about a dream at first, but okay.
No, man, that's
Also,
over. She's out
how
of my head
bad would
now.
it be to have a friend that shows up and so I found these dead rats and they're fun to play with. As like the most horrifying
was like,
thing someone could open a conversation with. Like,
Hey, I didn't say they were dead. You did.
okay.
I just said there
sorry.
was a group of them.
Sorry. These
mean-
live rats sure are fun to play with. That makes it so much better.
These live rats that are now dead are very fun to play with.
What are you doing in the sewers?
Look, man, I gotta test out these powers Prudence helped me with somehow, and rats are the easiest targets. That's not the point. The point is missing people.
Well,
You're focusing too much on the found rats.
Yeah.
The
You're not even
rats
here,
are not
wait.
the major part of this story. But
I'm like taking B-Man's input. I'm like, B-Man would say, blah, 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 blah.
I hear a voice in my head.
well, you're starting to hear voices. I'm concerned.
No, she's gone now. She's fine. She's at rest. We don't have to worry about it.
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, Jocelyn didn't make it to her appointment today, so maybe I don't know.
You mean
know.
like Aurora's friend Jocelyn? Jocelyn?
I just made the name up.
I know.
That's
I
good.
was yes-anding. Continue.
I'll give you Aurora's friend.
I've been watching Schitt's Creek. So Jocelyn, sure, yes, that Jocelyn. Huh. Well, now I need to add some talking points into tomorrow's or today's.
Yeah, see what information you can get.
for some
Yeah.
tea.
Mm-hmm.
Like so.
Do you think Crinkles and the guys know about this, or do you think that like they're just chilling? Because like I haven't seen Andar in probably like a week.
At this moment, Andar walks through the front door holding a missing person poster.
At 3 a.m.
What if I was
all at
3
changing?
a.m.
What if
God.
I was changing? This would be uncouth. I don't. She
You're in
goes
my
like
room.
this, and she just covers like this.
Also canonically,
With her
Immerse is in bed
wings.
still. Like,
Immerse is
This
in
is
bed.
important. This is important.
Oh, we were just talking about that. The rats. Have you heard about the rats too? They're like piling in places.
I've
they're
not heard
really
about the
fun to play
rats.
with.
Yeah, they are real fun to play with. They just
mean-
you move their little arms and their tails go. Anyway,
As a
that we
cat,
were
I
just
do
talking about
find
that.
Yeah, as a cat, I do find playing with rats fun. So
See,
I'm all on
we
board.
can bond over this,
Okay.
Emrys.
Emrys is going to
Perfect.
get out of bed and go put on some coffee because obviously she's awake. You're staying awake.
So you have also been informed about the missing people, or did you just bring this poster, Andar?
Okay,
Who's on
so
the poster?
Is it Jocelyn?
That would be a weird time for me
It
to
says
burst in the
Jocelyn,
door
I don't-
and go, "What do you mean, people?"
You were here too. Did you hear about Aurora's
Also,
friend Jocelyn?
How is
She didn't
Crinkles
come to
here at
bed.
3 a.m.?
That's why
Let's just
I'm
bring the
here.
party together.
This is why you
Crinkles-
yes and continuously until
Yeah.
it happens.
so yes,
Yeah.
Crinkles walks in covered in sparkles with some stickers on her face and goes, "Hey, does anyone have any glue? I'm out."
If you
And you
get
see the
sprinkles,
staff covered in sparkles and stickers, and there's a couple of mushrooms on top. She's clearly been working very hard on decorating the staff,
all right. So
but she's out of
Is that
glue.
litter?
She's
First
just
off,
like,
if
"Hey, does
you
anyone
get
have any
glitter-
glue I could use?"
if you get glitter in Emers's bedroom, which we should all probably vacate at this point, she's gonna be really, really upset.
I will set it on fire.
So just
You know what? That's a
I
good
lived
point.
here
the only
It's
way
a
to
good
get
thing
it
I
out.
don't have
We'll
any
find a new
glitter in my
place.
pockets.
We will find it.
Okay, let's head to the living room. Let's
All right.
head to the living area.
okay, let's head to the living room. I'm gonna walk and talk. Okay, so poster, Jocelyn. Over the last couple of weeks,
You did this, Tasha.
Also, for the team, what ancestry is Jocelyn?
Oh, good question.
I don't remember what the ancestries are in this game.
So
Fawn. What's the fawn?
the fawn?
Oh yeah,
I think they're just
that's a good
fawns.
one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Fearbulk, but that works too because I can just imagine this
Yeah.
giant woman going missing. But we can
They are fawns.
Fawn works too. It's much smaller.
All right, so been out training, been out patrolling the town, and we've been hearing
Misty
rumors.
first, continue.
Okay, yeah. So, been hearing rumors of people going missing. Didn't really think anything of it because nobody ever followed up. Like we would go investigate, we would talk to people, but no specifics, no nothing. And so we just keep hearing rumors, and then all of a sudden, these missing persons posters just started appearing over the last few days. So
And
apparently,
you as the guard were not the ones putting them up. Is that what you're telling me?
no,
Oh,
we
okay.
weren't. This
I
is
don't
where it
like
gets weird because we weren't putting them up. Like they just started
This is where it gets
appearing.
weird.
Growing up? That's
I mean,
weird.
It is
Jocelyn
very.
just went missing today because she missed her appointment.
But I mean, do we know it's today just because she missed her appointment? Has she had any earlier appointments in the last couple days?
We have
Mhm.
been on a weekly schedule, sometimes twice a week, because poor Jocelyn has so much to unpack. It's very tiring. So yes, she would have been here.
Okay, but saying like she could have gone missing obviously a day or two beforehand.
Well, I saw her yesterday too, and the day
Oh,
before
okay.
that. It's been a
Okay.
3 times a week type of.
You know, now that we think
Situation.
about it, it's really been 3 times a week.
We're on
It's
an
too
everyday
much.
stretch
You're
for the
sleeping on
last
the
5
couch.
I was okay that she missed because I was like, oh, thank God I got a break. But
Okay, so
Now
how
I
do we
feel
go
bad.
from Jocelyn missing to poster put up to now what? People are missing. How many people are missing? That's a really great question.
Well, all I know is the rats are having a field day with some stuff in the sewer.
Ew.
Like they're sniffing out whatever they can find. They're having a ball. I don't know if it means dead people. I don't know if it means they're following a trail. I don't know what it means. But I think that there is an influx of sewer rats, which is great for me, less great for the rest of the population.
Did you follow the rats at all?
What? No, you just take their little arms and you move them and you make them dance and you move their little tails and sometimes they can bob their heads if you move their spinal cords. Why would I follow them?
What?
We could always turn one into a
what are you
marionette,
doing?
you know?
I do that all the time. Yeah. See, Crinkles gets it.
Yeah.
They're little puppets.
You take some string and some popsicle sticks and you tie it all together and you've got a little marionette.
That's totally what I mean. Yep. That's
Okay, because I was really freaked out for a second that you were using your blood hunter magic on rats to practice. So I'm really glad that it's just popsicle sticks and strings. That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah,
and have some coffee.
Thank you.
Yeah, give him coffee, please, because I don't want to deal with that. He
You
doesn't
want
need
to deal
to
with
know
what?
the truth. You don't need to know the truth.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start charging if we're gonna be.
Yeah, if we're gonna do this,
Getting
Amber
into
needs to get paid.
So where did you find this poster?
You know well, it's not the pores.
We're gonna
Okay,
call this part of the
so-
city UNC, which stands for Upper North Circle.
Okay.
The-
All right.
Did you say the
So
poors? I'm sorry, upper class much? What was that?
why? I just
It's
that's
3 a.m.
yeah, and I haven't had coffee yet, and that's just what the military calls them. I know it's horrible. It's horrible. I know.
Wow. See, I knew
Like-
I stole those rations for a reason. Wow, you guys are jerks.
Oh, we still haven't got over that. You just so bad.
I have a pardon. Kiss my
I'm gonna
butt.
start charging by the minute.
I also like this idea that Marin is a question on like the exam, like the entrance exam or something. Like,
If a witch comes up to you and says this, blah 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 blah.
What is your response? Okay, so you know the area where we had the ball not too long ago. There's there's the area out there. We call it the Unk, and it was in that area, which seems kind of strange, because if you think that,
You're kind of strange.
stop it,
Have some coffee, Marin.
right? Who needs the coffee?
Have a cup of coffee. I haven't been to bed yet.
You kidding me?
she was busy
Okay,
crafting.
yeah,
I was
where's B-Man
doing
in this?
arts
Here's
and
B-Man.
crafts.
Okay, wait. What does Unk stand for again?
Upper
North?
North
North.
Circle.
Okay, thank you. And we said this is kind of like it's not an upper class area, but it's more
Yeah, it's like suburby, like,
suburban. Okay, perfect.
and so like it's not like
So not the poors, but not the riches either.
well, yeah. So
The mid-class.
yes, and in this, I really like this idea that the military calls it the poors because it's next to the really nice part of town. And so it's like the sarcastic, like, yeah, they're really well off in Upper North Circle, but they're not like the people over in this like in this next door community.
They're not Beeman's circle.
Yeah, they're not
Yes.
the Beeman's, yeah. Beeman's patrons.
They're not ancestral wealth of having like a magic stone for 1,000 years.
right. Okay, so in the Unk, people are going missing, which again seems really weird because there's nothing special about this area. At least from my end, y'all might have something a little different, but at least from the military side of things, there's nothing in this area that would cause people to go missing. I don't know.
Maybe people think or thought no one would notice because it's that area. I noticed, not really until I figured out.
I noticed the rats, to be fair, so I saw something. I just didn't think about the implications.
How many sewers have you been in? Like, have you been in the sewers for like the entire city? Like, are you just focusing on the Unk? Like, where
I can get
I've
to your barracks in 10 minutes. from
I found
5
it better
different
to not
locations.
ask questions. You just go along with whatever Merritt is doing, and everything will be fine.
I get that.
This is the conclusion
I'll
I've
see
come
you
to.
later, Andor. When you go back home, I'll leave a present on your nightstand.
Okay,
You'll know
now
it
I'm
was
creeped
there.
out beyond words.
It's gonna be a
This
dead
is
rat.
why you don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. You
Like,
just
because
accept what
now
Merritt
here is
gives
my
you and move on.
Now here's my problem. When I'm out patrolling and I walk past a sewer grate, my first thought's going to be, is Marin down there? And then I'm going to want to throw something down there.
Good. That should be
And-
your first thought.
Like a sandwich.
Yeah, I could use some snacks.
Well, she already
Blood
stole a ton of
bending-
rations,
You got to
so
start
she should be
carrying
fine.
quiches around in your pockets.
Bending
Yeah.
blood and working with blood, it really does work up an appetite. And I'm not always able to siphon it back from them, you know?
Wait, I thought you were talking about popsicle sticks. What are you talking about blood?
Don't worry about it.
Anyways,
Fine.
moving
Don't
on.
worry
Again, don't ask
Didn't we
questions you
just
don't want
learn
the
this
answers
lesson?
to.
Yeah.
Weird.
Also,
weird.
as the
Sewers,
GM,
let's go to
should
the
I have
sewers.
wrangled this
Let's go.
conversation? Probably, but I'm loving this so much. like the sheer chaos.
Like,
of
I
all of
love
this.
the ADHD energy of the group tonight, and I'm keeping it there.
Yeah, it's like we're just running
Yep,
with this. I just love
this is
this
what
so
you've
much.
got, Karen.
It's not just me
3
for
a.m. coffee
once,
breaks.
thank God.
We're in a mood. We're in a certain mood.
Okay, so now that we've established that rats and people are missing,
I'm literally crying.
I know.
Let's go to the
Okay,
sewers. I have like 6 entrances we can use. Do you want like an easy one or like a ladder or like you want like one of those fancy ones like they have in Daggerheart's equivalent of France where you just like open a gate?
We're doing this now.
Yeah, now's the perfect
We
time.
want to do this at 4 a.m.
The rats will be feasting, so
You're
they'll be
all
distracted.
here.
Clearly, we've got the right energy for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
you're not wrong.
we're
You're
game.
right.
We're totally. Let's go to the sewers. I'm
That's
gonna
only
go.
because Emrys made
And
the
Marin will
spoon stand up
exit
in the
and
coffee.
start heading towards one of the many sewer entrances that she knows she's not looking back. They're just going. So she's on her way.
Marin, are you seriously doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
I'm
got
pouring a
it.
to-go coffee for.
She's got
We're it looks like we're doing it, buddy.
Okay. All right. Well,
Pickles gets herself another to-go coffee that has like 4 packets of sugar and a heck ton of milk in it. It's mostly just milk and sugar with a little bit of coffee.
That's so that tracks.
Nope.
A friend of mine, IRL, has started drinking mushroom coffee every day. I just felt like that would be relevant.
I've
to
heard
the
it. I've
conversation.
heard it's really good for your energy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Crinkles ends up inventing the mushroom coffee.
I've
That
heard
That's
it's
what he's
really
been saying.
totally.
Same energy boost without the same caffeine crash of regular
That's what I've
coffee.
heard. Yeah, mushroom coffee is supposed to be super good for you. Okay. Anyway, sewer time.
Again,
So-
ADHD conversation.
You find yourselves in the sewer. For those of you on Roll20, I did change the image just for vibes, as you
Just for
have
vibes.
Yeah, no reason otherwise.
as you
Ew.
have found your way. You can incorporate that into your RP. And
Don't appreciate this.
yeah, so you come and you find your way in, and what I would like from y'all as a party is going to be like a group instinct roll. So y'all can pick someone in specific to make this roll, or to kind of be the point person for the roll, but then everyone else, you're going to have like a check to do to like basically power up the roll. As you're trying to like navigate your way around and find clues within the sewer. So
I
have
should
a
not be the
+1
person doing
in
the roll
instinct.
because I have a plus.
I've got a +3.
Oh,
Not me.
Same.
yep, you're it.
Same.
Oh, you two. One of you two should
Yeah.
do it. Rock, paper, scissors.
One of the two of
Go,
us.
Boulder. I'm sorry. Wrong game. Boulder, parchment, cheers.
Boulder, parchment, shears. Are we going 1, 2, 3,
Go.
go?
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
And
yeah,
go.
rock,
One,
yeah,
two,
boulder, parchment, shears,
three.
go.
Okay.
Why don't you close your eyes?
Okay.
Close your eyes.
On 3.
Rock, paper,
I'll do a
scissors.
countdown. I'll do a countdown.
All right.
This is great with the
3,
Discord lag.
2, 1, go.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Hey.
Female
All right,
man.
Demon
Boulder
Dust.
Alas,
Beach
you got me.
Cheers.
All right.
You do it.
So
Yes, Boulder Beach cheers.
I couldn't remember what
Okay.
the fantasy word was. And so, okay, so what I want for everyone that is not B-Man is you can use, if there's a specific stat that your ability that you think would make sense for this, as you're trying to like navigate and look for clues. If that's not instinct, you could make an argument for that stat. Or if you want to just do instinct as you're looking around and trying to find clues, that works as well. And then basically B-Man is going to have like a powered up version of this roll that he's going to be shooting for.
Could we use an experience?
Yeah. You could definitely use an experience.
Can I also use an experience?
Yes. When you do your roll, you can do an experience.
Okay.
I've lost my mind.
The only experience I think that would apply is don't eat yellow snow. It's supposed to be for survival.
Well, no, I have an experience called Focus Flatfoot, and it's for investigating things. And that's its entire.
Guys,
That's
I
its
don't think
entire
I have an
purpose.
experience for this. All my experience involves around stealing stuff and using blood to power myself. I don't think I have it. What am I rolling, Cameron? I'm just gonna roll it flat. What am I rolling?
If you don't have anything else, I want an instinct roll.
Got it. I have nothing. So
And this
Well,
is
don't you have
reactions to no
knowledge?
hope or fear.
don't have what?
Wouldn't knowledge theoretically be applicable here since you've been scouting the
Yeah.
sewers?
Well, I have a +0, so it'd really be the same thing.
Oh, never mind then.
Can I? Well, never mind. I'm gonna save.
I really don't think finesse or agility are part of this, and I've already rolled, so we have to take it.
Yeah.
All right. So we're each rolling.
Mm-hmm. So everybody but me, man. Give me your roll.
Cameron, I got a 3 with fear.
Okay. Yeah, no hope or fear. So don't worry about that.
Oh, so I got a 3.
Okay.
Could I argue that some kind of flexible experience could be used to find stable footing?
I'll be kind and generous. Sure.
He's thinking about it.
Yay! So
I don't know if I feel
that
better or
would
worse
be
about that.
a 17.
Okay.
All right. Mine, using my Focus Flatfoot experience and an instinct roll, I got a 23.
Emerus is so grossed out and very tired at the moment. She got an 8.
Okay.
And forgot to call in her patron because knowledge is a sphere that she can access, but she doesn't want to.
Marin's just bored. She's down here every day, all day,
Yeah.
playing with rats.
When you
She's
spend
just
all of your
fucking
time
bored.
in the sewer, it's just like
Yeah, this is just what I mean. This is every day. I don't know what's so special about this one.
So, B-Man, for your role as team lead for this, I'm going to give you a +3, +1 because Emma got a high teen, and then +2 because Mike got over 20.
Okay.
And so you have a +3. Your target number for finding the correct path on the first try is going to be 20.
Okay. So my instinct is +3. I have the experience observant, which I feel like would be relevant for this. So that'll be another +2. So I'm at +5 on my own, plus an additional 3 from their rolls. So a total of +8.
Yes.
Okay. Survey says 23.
So
Nicely
as
done.
you go and as you
Amphibians are good in the
explore-
sewer, apparently.
Yeah. You hippy hop your
Oh,
way
you know what?
around.
That does track though.
And
The good thing I didn't say frogs. I said rats. How awful would that have been?
I'd have been horrified that whole conversation.
Well, better Andar than you, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I
sorry.
was just gonna make a comment and be like, Marin, thought you said rats, not human skulls.
Oh, that's new. That hasn't been.
Yeah. Oh, that one's new. That's Jerry. I just named him
And all the
earlier
missing
today.
people.
So, as y'all go and as you work together to navigate your way around, with Crinkles pointing out some great places to maneuver, and then Andar providing some observational insights for the. What was your they're flat-footed? What's the
Focus flatfoot.
foot focus? And so as you help point these out, and then B-Man as team lead, you successfully identify some runes carved onto the stones on some various pathways, and through following them, you begin to enter a secluded part of the sewer, like kind of off to an end point, and you find a barricade and then or like a fake wall, and with your instinct roll you're able to identify and find the part of this wall that kind of opens up and breaks away, as you find yourselves in like a secret sewer passage.
Hey, how come the rats didn't show me this?
You didn't follow them.
You know what, Andar, for once, you make a good point.
Happens occasionally.
Well, I'm gonna go.
I'm
If nobody else is gonna do anything, I'm gonna just go.
I mean, onward.
Yeah. So as you go
I-
in,
Just a quick aside. The runes that we use to navigate, are they familiar to us? Like,
Oh, yeah,
are
do
they
they look
things
like the
that would
ones on the
potentially
stuff
come
in the
up in the
things?
dossier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say as y'all go and take a look at them, they it's not like sentences, it's like one specific like rune that's showing up multiple times. But yes, it is one of the runes that was on the dagger. And y'all would recognize this as the rune for like fire or volcano or eruption, something like that.
What was the Marin gives up. Thought I had something,
There was a
guys.
thing.
I don't.
Were you thinking about the flame pen?
I was thinking about whatever the names of those assholes were. The Magus, the something,
The Herald.
Yeah.
Herald.
The Herald was the
The Herald was the pillar.
yeah.
So then, did we
The
ever
Minotaur.
figure out what the other two were?
The Magus
So
is
you had-
Obsidian. The Prophet's the molten one. So
There we
he's
go.
the flame.
Okay, so we're headed to the molten one. Are you guys ready to fight a bad guy? Because that's what we're doing. Okay, great.
Oh, God.
I got my great staff. It's all covered in sparkles.
I got that just for you,
It's
Crinkles.
so shiny.
I love it.
It's go time.
It's go time.
Cameron's
4
like,
a.m.
it's no time to look at the clock because they've
Thanks,
been
y'all.
bullshitting for an hour.
No, I love it. I'm all in. So
Emrys
As-
is so cranky at 4:30 in the morning.
I am very cranky.
So, did I forget to get y'all's minis and get them on the next map? Definitely. Are we doing that now as we stall for time? 100%.
I just want to say, y'all, I do appreciate all help Cameron stall. I really appreciate the ADHD energy that we're all giving, because usually I just feel like it's me. We're all there tonight, and I love it.
We're all on the same wavelength.
We're
Yep.
all on it.
Yep.
I love it. Literally texted my boyfriend and I was like, we all got some ADHD energy. It's great.
Yeah, some stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Things are going.
Yeah. So as you go and as you make your way through, I just accidentally closed Roll20. So
Rude.
pause for getting
Good
back
job.
into Roll20.
Good job.
I give up.
So as you go and you make your way through, as the tunnel winds and you make your way, come on, I need you to load quickly, Roll20. You make your way through and you go and you notice a pulsing light at the end of one of these turns. When you go and you make that turn, we're going to just say kind of 4 vibes. This is a picture I found online for everybody, but 4 vibes. That's what this is. You go and you see Ublith standing around what looks to be this gigantic portal in the middle of this room in the sewer. As Ublith is there, you see these like floating, we'll call them fireflies, that are kind of flying around them. And this picture does have some good Elden Ring vibes. And so, and then as this portal like comes through the middle of this room, you begin to see various hands come and reach out of it. As they come and as they approach Ublith, you see them place the dagger, the magic stone, and the scales into these long, like multi-elbowed arms that are coming out of these portals.
You're making a golem out of magic items.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
And then as these arms pull away, you begin to see some wings burst through from the other side of the portal as it closes, and before you see what now looks to be these like firefly-sized monsters that have come through the portal. Oh, not firefly, dragonfly. There we go. Dragonfly-shaped monsters. And I'll just read the description. A winged insect the size of a large house, with iridescent scales and wings moving too fast to track.
I hate that.
I also want one.
So.
I want several.
I want one.
Guys, go catch them, and then we don't have to fight them.
Okay.
New friends.
Hey, question for you guys. So the pit of fire right there, does that happen to look like what it seemed to look like when I got knocked the heck out and there was a pit of fire?
I was just
Is
thinking
it familiar?
That. Yeah. And I
Definitely
will call
some
it
similarities.
Does it look familiar?
Yeah. As an edit to the map, for those of you, since y'all can see it, in the giant hole is not a hole. That's where the portal was, and so now it basically looks just like a fountain of lava-like substance. And then the liquid is actually flowing out of it, and so into the spaces that are green, that is the lava-like substance flowing away from the middle instead of flowing into the hole. As Cameron did the classic, find a map that meets the vibes, and then we'll figure it out from there. And so,
hey, we all do.
Because it was this, or I make a battlefield without any background, and so.
Okay, so question:
Mm-hmm.
Is this the scene that my patron showed me by chance?
It is not. It just does not match
Okay,
what
okay.
you have seen before.
Okay.
Oh, great. So
Just
you've
checking.
seen worse, is what I'm hearing.
Yep. Apparently.
Worse is yet to come, everybody.
Just wanted to make sure this
I'm
was a
sure it's
separate
fine.
thing.
And then as we go and look in, Ublith bows her head. I think Ublith was. Yes. Bows her head and pulls out their rapier and looks over to y'all and say, "You are too late. The sacrifice has been made, and plans are in motion."
Marin's gonna shut out. What other sacrifice could you have? You already took everyone I love.
The Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Rip Jocelyn.
So, with that, we will pass the spotlight over to y'all to kick us off.
Be invisible.
Okay. If you want to take the
Well,
first
the real
spotlight
question
and
is if
become
we're-
invisible, you can.
Yeah. If we're too late, then I mean, what are we doing?
I mean, I'm assuming we are going to be fighting. So
I will enchant my flicker fly blade. So I will mark 1 hit point. I don't know why I did it that way instead of doing it the normal way. I will mark 1 hit point. And do what she did before. She'll slash it across herself, and it will blood will kind of ravel around it. And she'll pull it out in her left hand and her buckler in her right hand and just stand.
yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and be invisible. But I have to make a roll. See if I can. Well,
You can?
that's
Or
not
you can.
that's not great.
No?
Hold on. 4, 5. Nope. 9. I needed a 10. So she's trying, but she's so tired, apparently.
The coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Was that with
Coffee
hope or
hasn't
with fear?
kicked in.
Don't tell him.
With
He doesn't need
hold
to
on.
know.
With fear. However, do I want to do this now?
I don't know if you should do it now. I mean, maybe, because you're going to be invisible.
Actually, I want to do it now. It's my new ability, but I can only do it once per short rest. Nope, I'm gonna save it because I feel like we're gonna need it later. But yes, no, it is with fear. She tried, and then I will do something later.
Okay. With fear, so I will gain that fear. And
Your
as
tracker's in this thing.
oh yes, let me put it back. I took it off because we were because of the ADHRP that was going on, ADHDRP.
ADHRP.
And so
Yeah.
as Ublith looks at all of you, she says, "Well, kind Marin, if you've already lost everything, you could be the next sacrifice." As energy crackles through Ublith, I am going to...
Marin's just going to say,
fear.
while she's casting or whatever, she's going to say, "Over your dead body." And she'll just do like a twirl of her blade.
And as Ublith does this thing, I rolled low, so it's gonna
Hell yeah.
not be what I wanted. Where's my layers? Rob, I need a color: purple, red, orange, or blue.
Orange, I guess.
Okay. As Ublith is going to summon a energy
Oh my.
Galapa looking thing. This is the thing I referenced earlier of like you're fighting
course.
turtles in the sewer. And so for the
Of
the
course.
audience that's not seeing this,
They should be eating pizza while we're at it.
yes, I'm using Michelangelo as the mini for this for people that didn't pick up on the color question.
I hate you.
Poor
And so,
Michelangelo.
I didn't pick it up
so-
right
Just
away,
give him
but
a
I'm glad I
good
chose
hot
orange.
box
Oh.
of pizza. Come on. Just
And so
Listen, if the last
not
round
a
has taught
literal
me anything, if we can beat Michelangelo, we're in good shape.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
not a literal Galapa, but like kind of this energy, like almost like elemental Galapa gets summoned in. And it is going to dash across the lava-like substance. And then
One day
it
we'll
is
figure out
going-
what the substance actually is.
Someday.
You have gotten hints of what the substance is, I will say. If people want to go back and watch the VODs over on First Geek 411, there have been clues to what the substance is. And so it's going to leap across, and it is going to like form this like energy blade and take a swipe at the B-Man. Starting it off with Gengar die. 21.
Oh. Okay, yeah, it hits. I don't like it.
Once again, could I have pulled out the correct die for this before we started? Yes. Did I? No.
no.
You're going to take
Crap is for
10
suckers.
points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then I'll pass it over to y'all.
Yeah, he said that.
So I'll give y'all back the spotlight.
Oh, I don't know.
I have thing.
Go for-
There is button. I would love to move up next to legally distinct turtle here. And I would like to attempt a telekinesis move on them.
Okay.
Because this is my new thing that I have. I make a spellcast roll against a target within far range. On a success, I can move them anywhere within far range of their original position. I can throw the lifted target as an attack by making an additional roll against the second target you're trying to attack. On a success, it deals 3d12 or just d12. It's confusing because it's a box. The box says 3d12, but the spell says d12 plus 4. Physical damage.
It's probably
to the second
counting your
target using your
proficiency.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to telekinetically pick up this guy and hurl it anywhere within far range at one of these bigger dragonfly dudes.
Okay. So you need a roll to pick it up and then a roll to hit, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So my first roll is with hope.
Okay.
That is 19.
Okay, that is success. So you do successfully pick it up.
So and I'm going to hurl it at the bottom of the two dragonfly things.
Okay.
That is another hope.
Okay.
24.
That is a hit. So give me damage. And I assume this damage will apply to both of them.
I aim it at just one. It's just
Sorry, I
one
meant the
target.
thing that you throw and the thing that it hits.
Oh, yes. Yeah. The damage total is 28.
28.
Yeah.
Okay. And then okay. And then get your 2 hope for both of those, and spotlight will stay on y'all. Who would like to go?
I want to try to go invisible.
I don't know what I want to do yet. Go for it.
I'm running into the problem that everything feels far away, and the 2 dragonfly thingies are out over the pit. Unless I go for Ubla.
Oh, retcon real quick. I have 1 to 3 unmarked hit points, so I can use Crimson Right without paying the hit point cost. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna get that point back. I keep forgetting about that. They're like, if you do it when you're not dying, you actually don't die more. I'm like, that's great. And I forget about it.
Okay. Imris, give me that invisibility. Or do something else if you want to do something else.
Yeah. I'm scared. Well, what I would kind of want to do is attack and then go invisible. But I don't know if I need to attack Ublith or the dragonfly thingy. I'm going to. I don't know if that would put me in. That would put me in far range. Wait, how big is Ublith? Is she taking up all 4 squares?
Yeah. I tend to make the enemies a little bigger just so that they stand out on the map, but we'll say for the sake of convenience, Ublith is 4 squares.
I will try to summon horror, summon a beast. Oh, do I have a hope? I do. Okay. Come on. I mean, that, well, I don't know. It unfortunately is with fear. However, let's see, 19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
And I'm actually so I'm going to use my Dread Touched ability, one of them. When I succeed with fear, I can mark 2 stress to prevent you from gaining a fear.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and do that now so it can maybe hopefully stay on us. I think that's how that works. Okay. I need to roll damage. 8, 9, 18, 21 points of magic damage, and then they need to do a reaction roll.
Okay. And what are they reacting? Like, do they need to just hit a specific number?
A 12. They need to beat a 12.
Okay.
Steal themselves.
They failed, so Ublith does not steal themselves.
Okay, so they will mark, oh my god, 4 stress.
Okay.
The creature then is, I know, creature then dissipates, and then Emerus is going to try to go invisible now.
Okay.
That was with fear, right?
Yes, but she
Yeah,
prevented
but
me from gaining
I
it.
took it. Yep. Although you're going to get this one because I did roll with fear, but I succeeded with a 11, 13, 17. So I am now going to mark another stress, and I am invisible.
Okay. This flicker fly is going to fly up to the group of you. This being the top flicker fly, for those of you playing along at home, is going to fly up to the group of you. And it is going to spend. I'm going to spend a fear, and it is going to make a whirlwind. It's going to make an attack against all targets in close range. And so, and then y'all might not know this about flicker flies, but they never miss. So for this roll, your evasion is halved against this roll. Okay, well, I rolled a 7. So
that's half for me. What does that mean?
that means
It
you get
gets
hit.
me too.
Damn
My
it. Can
evasion
I
is
use
terrible.
an armor slot?
How does rounding work in this case?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. How does rounding
So
work?
if you're to
I was rounding
if
down.
you're to 15, you would technically be at a 7.
Okay.
What if you were at a 13? Is that worse?
You'd be a 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Can I use an armor slot for this?
Well, we can see how much damage it deals to you.
Okay.
But then, yes, then you could use an armor slot if you want to bring it down a tier.
I don't
So-
usually get hit up close, so I never know what to do.
Yeah. So for, and then does this B-Man? Did you get hit as well, or are you out of this? You did.
Yeah.
So just
evasion's 15.
Okay. So just Andar.
No, I got hit. I got hit too.
I
Oh,
also
let's
got
go.
Okay.
So you're gonna all take 8 points of damage.
Well, that's fine.
Do I care about that? I don't really care about that. Never mind. I'm not going to use an armor slot.
I'm
And
not
then-
concerned about that at all.
You may not know this about adult flicker flies, but they are relentless. And so I'm going to spend a fear, and this flicker fly is going to attack y'all again. Well, I say y'all. It's going to just attack Andar, since I now know that I can easily hit him. So,
Is
a
it
great
halved
time.
again?
It is
Or is it still halved?
still halved because flicker flies never miss. Oh, that's going to be a 20 something.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Also, I didn't look. Is this a different roll? This is a different roll. Sorry. Pause for getting different dice. As it wing slashes you for 20 points of damage.
20?
20.
Wait, Andar, how close are you to me? Very. Okay.
Don't do anything yet.
But
I
have
can
you
do
marked
a
any
reaction.
number of hit points?
2.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna hex the flicker fly.
Ah. Okay.
I'm using
What
an
do you think I
armor
was
slot
gonna
to
do?
drop it
Help
down a
you?
tier.
It crossed my mind.
So what does Hex do?
Shame on
Yours,
me.
but not theirs.
Action and damage rolls against a hex creature gain a bonus equal to your tier, so
So
plus 3. This condition lasts until the GM spends a number of fear equal to your spellcast trait to remove it, or you hex another creature. Otherwise, remove it when the scene ends.
Okay. And what's your spellcast trait?
You don't need to know that. Why would you?
Well, I do need to know if I'm
that?
going to use this, if I'm going to spend the fear.
Where is that number?
It would be on your class. So, as you look that up, Emma, you were saying something too.
I used an armor slot to drop that down a tier.
Wait, but I have 2 classes.
Yeah, so it'd be like whichever one is connected to that ability, I assume.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I'll figure it out and I'll let you know.
Yeah, just let me know. No rush. So I'm probably not clearing it anytime soon.
But where on the
It's-
class?
Typically, it's at like it's like a with the skill a subclass, I guess. The B-man.
Just to be clear, Emma, you use the armor slot to mark that down from the previous attack or the one now? Because the one now was just Andar.
The one now. The one now, because it was 20 points of damage.
Oh,
So that one was
Andar,
only
though.
against Andar.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed
Yeah,
that.
that's what I thought happened. I was like, let me
Great
make sure.
clarification,
Let me
man.
pipe up and make sure.
3.
Yeah,
It'd be 3
okay.
fair.
What do you say, Mayfly?
I think it's 3. I
Okay.
don't see it on the page, but I'm hitting a toggle back and forth, and all of my stuff is going up +3 and then down +3 when I retoggle it. So I'm assuming it's +3.
Okay. Sounds good. And then I will give the spotlight over to y'all. Final action for the night, and we'll pick up in more of this fight next time we get together.
Oh, stupid me. I could use my new move. That sucks. Oh, well.
I'm sure you'll get attacked again.
Yeah, I'm betting on it. Okay, well. Anybody want to go, or are you fine if I just attack the Flickerfly?
You're there.
Okay. All right, let's attack said Flickerfly. Let's see how this goes. Do I have any... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I haven't rolled yet. Okay.
Does my blade look anything like their wings?
Looks
Okay.
similar. Like the design is similar.
Okay. That is a 19 with fear.
With fear, you say.
I know, right?
That is a hit.
That is hit? Okay, sweet. All right, so... That will be 36 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That good old 3d10 plus 16 really helps.
It does.
Okay. Now that we're
Wait,
thinking-
plus, is it the same one that I hit? Because at that point, you also gain a bonus equal to +3.
Oh, that's right, because of the
Mhm.
the hex,
I
right?
hexed it.
Okay, so that'd be
Mhm.
39 then.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know if that makes a difference between the damage thresholds or not, but
It's just good to know.
oh yeah, no,
Good to
absolutely.
recall. And so as we wrap up, the camera zooms in on Ublith as they stand with their rapier, and as they look at all of you, they hold out their hand, and one of these like elemental fireflies that is hovering around them comes and lands in the palm of their hand, and then she crushes it in her hand, and you see the energy get absorbed into her, and the wounds from Imris's horror heal up as that energy pulses through Ublith. We will return in 2 weeks as we continue our fight against... Oh, I got to delete that firefly. And so we will return as we continue our adventure, continue the fight. I will, I guess, be taking the first move since that was a roll with fear. And so oh, sorry, just kidding. That's an action. So actually, y'all will have the start of the spotlight the next time we come back. So as I die. Thank you, everyone, for coming and playing tonight as we continued our adventure. As you found that turtle, they were in the sewer where all good turtles are. And so I want to say thank you to Mike, to Tasha, to Mayfly, to Emma, and to Rob for coming and joining us. We will pass it real quick over to Rob. What do you have coming up lately with streams, and what are you playing?
This week, the only thing I've got time for, unfortunately, is going to be Rivals on Friday, like I normally do. But this past week, I did start a new Metroidvania called Neo Memories in Orbit, and I will be getting back to that next week. It is another one where they went real heavy on the art style, and it's absolutely gorgeous. If you guys haven't seen it, even if you're not a fan of playing Metroidvanias, you should really look this one up just to kind of see the art style and everything on it. It's really, really gorgeous. I'm very excited to be getting back to it. But yeah, this week over at twitch.tv/Locksteady, I will be playing Rivals Friday night at 8 p.m. And that's unfortunately all I got time for this week.
And then Emma and I will return right here next week, chatting geeky news. So come and join us for that. Everyone else, have a great night. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.